Hey there. So today we're going to be talking about Model Verifier, giving you a little introduction to it, some of the features and benefits. And today we are, of course, joined by Owen and Anmol. So Owen, take it away, please.
Thanks, Carl. So, to start off, we're going to talk a little bit about how Model Verifier can automatically generate and how manual tests can be created with Model Verifier. So for the auto generation, there's a couple different ways to do it. So there's 7 signal templates, which are basically templates of various functions, sine, cosine, linear functions that can generate different values to use as inputs for your model. In addition to that, there's selection, which uses algorithmic generators. So, for example, pairwise or stepwise, increasing by certain steps to generate different values to use. You could also use MATLAB parameter data files. So this is basically a description of the data types of your model, and Model Verifier will take that information and generate test cases using that. And the final way, which is the coolest way, I think, is to use real vehicle data. So just driving around and collecting the data to use as inputs. So that's how data can be automatically generated using Model Verifier. But user-defined test cases are very easy to create just by using Excel directly in the tool. So in addition to that, with Model Verifier, you can copy and reuse tests across projects, of course. Your test cases will be version controlled automatically by the tool. And there's support for regression testing. So as the model changes, old tests can be reran to make sure nothing has been broken by the new changes. And that's what we have to say about the test creation. And the next thing we're going to talk about is the quality improvement section and how Model Verifier can help improve the quality of your code. So there's a few different approaches that are supported by Model Verifier. So first we have model in the loop, which means that it's the model that's directly running within the test environment. There's also support for simulation in the loop, which is just a simulation of the model that can be in the testing environment. And back-to-back tests, which is running in both the simulation and having the model being tested and comparing the results to make sure that they do the same thing. And another thing that Model Verifier can handle is giving you coverage information. So there's 13 different types of coverage that can be measured, and this information can be shown directly on the model within the tool, which is a pretty handy way to display the coverage. And that's all I have to say about the quality improvement, and I'll let Amol cover the other 2 topics.
Thank you, Owen. So I'll talk more about the integration into your process flow, some of the tools that it works with as far as the tools you would use for the model design, and then Model Verifier for testing. So for lifestyle integration, you can put the requirements directly in Model Verifier. So this is nice because when it comes time to ensure traceability of did you meet your requirements in your model and were all those validated by some tests, it's really straightforward because all the information is available right there. So that's a lot easier than having your models and having to go back to your requirements. Okay, these requirements line up with this, and it gets confusing. So having it all in one place makes it super simple. Model Verifier works with Simulink 2011B or higher, TargetLink 3.3 or higher, and Embedded Coder, which are the 3 primary tools that you would use for creating your models. So it can cover basically anything that is not something to worry about if you're thinking about adopting Model Verifier. So that's all we got. In summary, integrates well with your requirements, makes life a whole lot easier, can cover basically every tool that you might use for creating the models.
That was great. That was an excellent summary and also an overview of it as well. I really like the advantages of the tool in terms of just the amount of coverage it has, and the fact that compared to a similar tool, it just does so much more and so much faster. I think those are really beneficial for people. So if you have any questions about this particular tool, or if you want to have a free trial of any of our tools, please get in touch with us and we'll be more than happy to help you out. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.